Hello everyone, this is Khalifa Muhammad Asif and you are watching my channel EduPharma. Today I am going to discuss about Henry's law. As we have discussed in previous video, the solubility of gas and liquids depends on the pressure of that particular gas. Let's see how does it work. Here you can see we have a closed assembly which contains two components. First one is liquid and second one is gas, which is present in liquid as well as in headspace, that is above the liquid layer. What is happening here? An equilibrium will establish between gas molecules of liquid phase and headspace. We can increase a pressure above the liquid layer by using a piston. By increasing a pressure on this system, the equilibrium will move in that direction which will reduce the pressure, and this is a natural process described by Le Chatelier, and this is known as Le Chatelier's principle. Simply it means that the pressure will decrease by more gas dissolving in the solvent, or simply we can say that solubility or concentration of gas in a given solvent is increased with increase of pressure. All this explanation is given by a British chemist named William Henry in the year 1803. He gave a generalization about the relationship between pressure and solubility of gas in a particular solvent, which is known as Henry's law. Let's see the statement of Henry's law. It states that for a gas in contact with a solvent at a constant temperature, the concentration of gas that dissolves in the solvent is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas. Now let's come to the mathematical equation of Henry's law. Mathematically it can be expressed as C is directly proportional to P. Here we can apply a proportionality constant and the equation becomes C is equal to K multiplied by P. Here P is pressure of gas, C is concentration of gas in solution, and K is proportionality constant known as Henry's law constant. Graphical representation will be like this. If we take pressure on x-axis and concentration on y-axis, it gives linear relationship. Now, what are the applications of Henry's law? First and most important application of Henry's law is solubility of oxygen in blood. If you have some basic idea about anatomy and physiology of respiratory system, you might know that alveoli and diaphragm create a pressure while respiration, and more oxygen will be transferred to the bloodstream. In preparation of carbonated beverages, carbon dioxide is dissolved in a solvent by applying the pressure, which is nothing but the application of Henry's law. Third one is anesthetic drugs which are present in the gaseous form can be transferred in a blood. Another application is that nitrogen gas is added to oxygen cylinder of mountain climbers. The reason is due to height, the atmospheric pressure is reduced, and to build up proper pressure in oxygen cylinder, nitrogen gas has to be added to it. These are some applications. Let's move to the limitations of Henry's law. Henry's law applies closely to the gases with nearly ideal behavior. What does it mean? It means that Henry's law can only be applicable with certain conditions. First condition is it is applicable only at moderate temperature and pressure. Second is if the solubility of gas in solvent is low. Third condition is if the gas does not react with solvent, hence it is not applicable on solution of ammonia and hydrogen chloride in water as they react with water molecules. Last one is it is not applicable for gases which associate or dissociate on dissolution. This is all about Henry's law. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.